Hi beautiful star beings of light. In this video, I wanted to share with you guys how to merge with your ascended starseed consciousness to unlock innate spiritual abilities that are available for you to use at this time. Whether it is for your creativity or for your healing or psychic and channeling abilities, merging with your ascended starseed consciousness can really help you unlock and remember these innate abilities within your DNA and download it from your Akashic records. So the first thing is to open up your Akash and to meet your ascended starseed consciousness. So like I've said in the previous videos before, most of the time they will scan your DNA to see what percentage do you have that is majority from this certain star system. So I'm using myself as an example. I have majority Pleiadian and Arcturian starseed remembrance. It doesn't mean that if that's your dominant starseed consciousness that you do not have other lifetimes. That's not what I'm saying here. You can still have lifetimes on Lyra, Sirius, Polaris, and all of these different other star systems. But usually when you're beginning your journey, you'll be shown 2 or 3 ascended starseed consciousness that you can connect with. So for myself, in my meditation, the very first starseed self that I have seen was my Mantis being. My Mantis being is more from like the Syrian star system. But in this body, based on my current life purpose right now as a healer, channeler, and teacher in the spiritual field, I find that connecting with my Arcturian and Pleiadian consciousness really helps me bring forth the abilities to help me move forward in my journey. So in your meditation, when you're channeling, you want to ask your higher self to show you 2 or 3 ascended starseed self that is most relevant and important for you to know and to connect with at this time, to help you align to that 5D timeline, to help you align to that highest vibrational state of being based on where you are right now. So for example, my Pleiadian consciousness is more feminine, it's more playful, it's very, very creative. Every time when I'm content creating, when I'm creating courses, that's the side that I tune into, my Pleiadian consciousness, my Pleiadian guides. When I have to do more like the business side of things, like doing taxes, doing numbers, and so forth, then I tune into the Arcturian self, because the Arcturians are very good at analyzing, planning, right? And they are also very good communicator as well. So depending on my skills, I like to merge these 2 ascended aspects within myself to help me manifest my mission and purpose with much more expanded consciousness, awareness, and these abilities. And all of you can do that. You can absolutely have a reader to help you, a channeler to help you open your Akash and to guide you in this type of activation ceremonies. I do offer that in private sessions with many starseeds now, and I've been learning so much from all of you guys. So that's the first thing you want to do, is to meet your ascended starseed consciousness and merging them into your temporal etheric DNA, so that it's within you. Think of yourself like an iPod and your Akash like the iCloud. You're just downloading these light codes, these remembrance into your current template so you can express it, so you can use it and share your gifts. The next point is, I don't want to lump some beings into just like one theme. Right? There's so much diversity in just one star system. A lot of times we think about the Pleiadians as just humanoids. That's not true. There are many different types of beings on Pleiades that looks different. That's different characteristic. So don't lump sum yourself into this box or the expectation of what a Pleiadian needs to look like or act like. So the second thing is also learning about how to connect with these energies. I find that usually in each star system there is a template. There is a dominant template that they express. For example, the Pleiades is very much about love. It's very much about this creativity, being in the flow, joy. The Arcturians are very much the master of plasmic energy, light grids. They love to communicate using colors, geometry, light circuitry, light symbols. It's kind of like that movie Arrival, you know, how those aliens communicate with like a symbol. That's very much like what I have experienced by reading into a lot of Arcturians' Akashic records, is that we use grids and we use symbols to communicate with one another. And of course, many of your starseed self in the higher dimension have these advanced spiritual abilities like telepathy, telekinesis, levitation, and so forth. So there's like a whole treasure chest waiting for you to unlock. Now, am I saying that to unlock it all at one time? No. If you haven't activated them, I'm not saying there's something wrong either. Right? Release those type of blockages. Allow whatever needs to flow to integrate into yourself. I find that with most channelers that I've worked with, it's not that you guys are getting the wrong information. It's just that you haven't unlocked more layers of the information. So come from that aspect. When you are aligned, when you do your channeling properly, and you can watch my other videos talking about affirmations, invocations, spiritual and energetic protection, learning how to set yourself up for channeling. Channeling is beyond just sitting down and say, okay, I'm ready, guides. Just give me whatever I need right now. Is a discipline, is a journey. It's never a destination. You need to set up your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual body to receive, right, these messages of love and light. And if you will want to learn more, I do have a course that talks about how to channel divine messages with spirit guides, which will teach you on your energetic protection, activations, healing, merging with your multidimensional selves, and so forth. So it's a really exciting journey when we get to connect with our starseed self. And it's really important at this time because as the veil is thinning, right, as we're going through this ascension, we will remember our past life more and more. As these dimensions and timelines are shifting like crazy right now, you begin to see these interdimension connections that you've had to your other multidimensional selves. And if the skills is there for you to share, for you to use, why not, right? And now which brings me to the third point, which is discernment when it comes to communicating with galactic beings. I know it's very exciting when you're just awakening to your starseed journey that you want to connect with everyone. But I always advise you to start with a higher being first, like the Ascended Master, Lord Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin, the archangels. Get to know their frequency really well. And I connect with them every day, almost morning till night. I'm always connecting with them. So you want to create this field, right, of source, light, and love vibration. And this, in terms, raises your vibration and create that spiritual protection. When you're always in the field of love and light, it's harder for other interference to disturb you. And I'm not saying to do spiritual bypassing. We still have to do a lot of shadow work as a channeler. But the more that you do your shadow work and release these old 3D paradigm programmings, you'll find that the more that your spiritual channels open. And I see this all the time in myself and in the students that I train in my courses and academy. So I see that it works, right? Spiritual bypassing is definitely not something that we want to do. We want to look into our shadow, right? When they arise, see what's coming up, and then clear it. Right? We don't have to be feeling powerless towards the shadows and our pain and suffering. You are such a powerful being, and I believe in your light so much that I know you have the ability to heal and transform any blockages. Then from this point of consciousness, you can now communicate with your multidimensional starseed self. So I started with communicating with my Arcturian starseed self, then to the Arcturians Council of Light. And I find that a lot of times these higher density beings using the term council, they don't really mean that there's a hierarchy. They don't see themselves higher as we are. They see themselves as a group of mentors, a group of guidance, counselor, if you can say, that is having the same focus to be in service to their starseed family incarnated in physical body in this lifetime. So if you connect with a council or a team, don't necessarily go like, oh my God, they think they're above me. That's not true. A lot of them are your soul family in the star that have been watching over you since you incarnated in this realm to help kind of as best as they can guide you and without infringing too much on your free will or violating the cosmic law, help you remember, help you regain these abilities and remember your mission, your purpose. So definitely expand from there. And then once you get very confident at your channeling, then you can slowly and very carefully open to other star beings. Now, given that said, it's also really great to have information, right? We love information. We want to hear about what Cryon has to say or what Ashar has to say. But at the end of the day, it's about you. What is in alignment to you and what is your divine truth? That is the key here. We shouldn't be, oh, what is Asta saying? What should we do? Like, what is Asta going to tell us to do next? Like, we should be standing up strong, rising up as beacons of light and be like, okay, how do I want to serve? How do I want to share my message? And how do I want to help humanity? And then move forward with conviction. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything figured out, but you can help someone else. You have the ability to do that. And so really getting off our knees to think that we need external forces to come save us or come, come abduct us and bring us off planet. That's still not solving the problem here. We have, I believe, given great privilege to incarnate in this physical form. And I'm not saying that suffering is not painful. I've been through a lot of suffering like you guys too. Abuse, assaults. It's painful. But at the same time, when I'm looking back, I'm like, if I didn't go through that, I don't think I would care as much about helping others that are also suffering. So looking back in that perspective, I feel that as much as I was in the victimhood mindset, as much as I ruminate and suffer, and sometimes I still have those days, right? I'm clearing my 3D stuff, just like you guys are. It just helps me bring back that higher self perspective of what is the bigger picture here. And when I learn something, when I heal something, I come on YouTube, I go on Facebook, I make a class about it, I share about it on a video. So look at your journey in this empowering way to feel, wow, what is the message here? What is this experiencing, catalyzing me to become? Look at this beautiful transformation this way and using your transformation to be in service to others. It doesn't matter if you're just sharing a good vibe post. It doesn't matter if you're just saying a simple quote like, I believe in you, I love you. Even if your video, your post made someone smile, one person, I feel that that is a great accomplishment. If that post gave you a fulfillment that you've done something very good for humanity, isn't that enough? I believe so. And so allowing yourself to come into this cosmic consciousness that we are all one. And knowing that as we accept and allow ourselves to embrace our starseed self, it's important for us to also take the time to heal our multidimensional self wounds. And these comes from Lemuria. And I've talked about in other videos, I had to learn my fear in terms of reptilians. I have such a resistance towards reptilians because I was killed in Lemuria. But I'm like, well, if I'm having this fear, then it's contributing to the collective consciousness of being afraid of reptilians. That's not empowering. So I need to learn how to heal that past life and also understand that there are other reptilian-looking species that I cannot lump sum as the draconians. They are not all bad, right? And I'm sure if I'm an old soul, I've had lifetimes where I looked like a reptilian. I have had lifetimes as an Arcturian, Pleiadian. I have to look at it as a bigger picture and really love those shadow aspects of myself, because that's when the transformation happened. And then looking at your Atlantean self, a lot of us have remembrance of us dying in Atlantis when it fell. So it's important for us to heal our Atlantean consciousness as well. Like what happened on Atlantis that you are still repeating in this lifetime. As we move into this new 5D, we have to heal. We are purging at such a rapid speed. And so looking into your Atlantean consciousness. And third, is healing your galactic wounds. So there are times when I've worked with clients and even myself, especially Lyrans. I don't know what we did back in Lyra, but I think we were in some type of galactic war, right? From channeling Akashic records with a faction that is connected to the Draconians. And so I feel like there's been such a big like war-like energy, a conflict energy for us to have Lyran remembrance that, yeah, we don't like this system and we've been killed and injured and sacrificed in like our galactic lifetimes. So that can create wounds in our spiritual body. And I've helped a lot of Lyrans heal their galactic wounds, a lot of Orions, a lot of Pleiadians as well. Like there's so many of us that have served in the Starfleet, in our multidimensional selves that we need to heal, right? I know that a lot of us kind of here to not fight the Draconians anymore. Like, I'm done. In this lifetime, I'm like, I've died enough. Let me just be in the background, do healing work, and take the more easier road in this lifetime. I don't want to be the indigo in this lifetime as much. So it's really time for us to, okay, coming out as a healer doesn't mean that someone is going to attack us. Coming out as a healer, right? Yes, you are going to get some resistance. Someone might say something not so nice about you, but it's 1 out of 100. The moment you accept that, the moment you be like, okay, that one thumbs down is just my shadow side being so critical on my performance. I love you. I love you, my shadow self. Thank you for watching over me. Thank you for helping me better myself. When you come from the perspective, when you accept that it's going to happen, then you can really go forward to manifest your mission. And in the next video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about if you're feeling lost or stuck as a light worker, starseed, or earth angel, what are some of the missions that you can look into to contribute for Earth at this time. So I hope that this video have helped you gain some awareness or affirmation about how to go forward and reclaim your ascended starseed consciousness. And if you would like more private support, I do offer private sessions. In the sessions, we connect with your higher self. Your guides usually speak through me or send me a movie and then I describe it to you. And then I help starseeds remember who they are, their galactic connection, their guides, and also what is their purpose? Like what should they be doing at this time on their spiritual growth? Once you have that clarity, you will find much more groundedness, peace, and confidence about where you're at in your journey. I honor you. I love you. Thank you for being here and shining your light. Let's do this, Starseed. We can do this together, move forward into the new earth. Sending you lots of love and light, and go out there and shine your light.